Another day of warm weather across many parts of the continent, with the exceptions of, much of Scandinavia, where we've certainly seen a big drop in temperature, and of course across parts of Central Europe as well, where conditions remain pretty poor in terms of heavy rainfall and flooding conditions. Thanks for clicking on to the Monday edition of Vogan's European Outlook. Finally got some proper heat to speak about across northern France, into the British Isles, of course. Well, temperatures into the high 20s, low 30s, quite widely across England and Wales in the last couple of days, and it looks as if we're going to maintain that. Temperatures into the low 40s in Spain as well. Looking at the surface chart here, we're going to maintain this high pressure dominated weather pattern through a good part of this week. In fact, temperatures will, after dropping slightly in the last day or so across places such as central Scotland, Northern Ireland, the north of England, we're going to see a temperature of increase as we push towards the middle portion of the week. We may see 27, even 28 in Glasgow, for example. We may take another run at 30 degrees in Northern Ireland, and we're going to also see another few days of temperatures 31 to 32 Celsius somewhere in the British Isles. So all in all, we're going to be talking about a 5-6 day stretch of low 30s somewhere within the UK. So a fairly notable July hot spell, that's for sure. And it's amazing how all of a sudden you can go from a fairly poor July to all of a sudden pretty much heat wave conditions. But there is still indications that we are going to see an eventual breakdown. How quickly that happens remains to be seen. But as I skip through the sequence here, that high pressure eventually starts to weaken enough to allow an area of low pressure to move in from the southwest, as you can see. Then eventually that opens the door to a system coming in off the Atlantic here, and then much fresher conditions pushes in the backside of that frontal system, which could bring fairly widespread rainfall. Of course, that is needed. But before that, we may see some very severe thunderstorms and even some localized flooding in the coming days here across England. CFSV2 upcoming 7 days looks like this. This is the 500 millibar height anomaly chart here, with the strong ridge to the north, area of low pressure to the southwest. You notice here in week 2 we've got that area of low pressure centered to the southwest over the British Isles. So fresher conditions, more unsettled conditions as we end the month of July and begin the month of August. Very brief today. Hope you're staying cool, safe, and I'll be back in the next couple of days with more. Bye for now.